What's up, guys? So this is a 2020 Camaro that came in for heads cam, full bolt-ons, rotofab, E85, pretty much the works, MSD Atomic, Nick Williams 103. The heads reported by late model engines. We also milled the heads to bump up the compression. It's got a BTR 225 cam. So it's gonna be a nice setup. This thing's gonna make some good power. So we're done with installing everything. We actually still have to install the catch cam, but that'll be quick. We'll install that in a bit. We're about to add some coolant, load up the base calibration, fire this thing up. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do the startup files to get them running, so we can check for leaks, and I'll show you guys how I do that. I'm gonna do a screen recording, and that's gonna apply it to basically any Gen 5 LT, 2014 to 2020. So let me know what you guys think about that. So yeah. So this is how I do it. So this will apply to 2014 to 2020 Gen 5 LT vehicles. So we're going to go over to our engine tab. So again, this is just going to be like a startup file. It's not going to be a full tune. I'll be making some more videos in the future, going in depth on how to do like a complete tune. If you guys like the content, like it, comment, subscribe, and depending on the feedback I get, I'll continue doing this, or I'll just focus on my regular work. So yeah, we're gonna go to general, idle, then RPM. So we're gonna go to our base idle. So this is the target idle. This is what the ECM is gonna try to hit at various coolant temperatures. So we're normally gonna be between 198 to 219. So we want this value to be about 800 RPM. So we're going to add 225 RPM to the whole table. And we're going to type that up there, hit the plus sign. So that's going to get us a target idle of 800 RPM. Simple enough. Rolling idle, when we're in this gear at this mile an hour, we're going to target this RPM. So what we're going to do is just make the whole table 800. Hit equal, boom. Okay, so a couple more tables under RPM, park neutral. This is engine runtime and coolant temperature. So we're going to be, again, 198, 219 around this area. So it's commanding 575 RPM. So we're going to add 225 to that, to the whole table, actually. All right. We're going to do the same to in gear. Boom. All right. So that's all we're going to do there. Under torque, I rarely have to do anything here. We may have to come back and make some minor adjustments here. But for now, we'll keep moving. Under airflow, general, base airflow. This is a cranking airflow. So when your car is cold, 68 Fahrenheit, it's going to be, the throttle blade is going to open and give you this much airflow at startup. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, this is what I do as a starting point on most vehicles. So I'm just going to copy 68 and we're just going to paste it down here. We're going to interpolate. And this will get the car to start up. We may have to come in here, add some or remove some. In the hotter areas, we may have to remove a little bit or add some, but you know, that's where the fine tuning comes in. Cranking VE. So this has a cam, so it's going to be moving less air at idle when it's cranking to start. So we're gonna lower this value by about 15%. So it's 100. So we're just gonna multiply this by 0.85. Boom. That should drop it. So that's good there. Let's see here. Fuel. I mean, this has the 85, but this video is just to show like a startup file. So we'll leave this alone for now. So we're gonna go over to our torque. So basically, these are torque-based engines. The idle's controlled through torque. Basically, the reported torque will dictate how much timing you're getting at idle and a lot of other things. So once we install cam, this engine's gonna be reporting more torque than it should be. So we need to lower that idle torque down closer to like zero. Some cars are different, you know. You have to kind of play with it, but I'll show you what I normally do to get started and to get the car to idle, and so you can test drive it. And then again, you have to come in here and fine tune things. So we're gonna highlight. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to air mass here, air mass A. We're gonna highlight 550 to 950, and we're just gonna knock out about. I would say we're gonna take out about 25%. So we're gonna multiply this by 0.75, and that's gonna knock down this value here. And then this is also a E85 vehicle, so we're gonna come down here to E85 air mass, and we're going to do the same here. So multiply this by 0.75. There we go. And then that's gonna help the vehicle idle. Again, we have to go in here, fine tune it. We may have to. Sometimes all we have to do is just go in this table and fine tune it here. Sometimes we have to go into the actual virtual torque, and we have to change these values. So we're going to be idling around here. So, I mean, I can explain that in another video, but just wanted to show you guys that real quick. So we have that. As far as a startup file, it's probably going to be running a little rich at idle, but the O2s will correct it. The fuel trims will correct it as far as idling. So it should fire up. It should idle. You should be able to test drive it. And you know, as long as you're not going wide open throttle, as long as you're part throttle, the short-term, long-term fuel trims will correct your part throttle fueling. You should be able to get it to your tuner of your choice safely, and get it tuned. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, you want to save it here. We're gonna go File, Save As, and we're just gonna name this Base 2, and then you can go plug in your MPVI 3 or whatever you have, and write the file. I still have to license it, so yeah. So we'll load it up in the Camaro and we'll fire it up right now. Show you guys what it sounds like. Should be enough to top off the coolant, check for leaks and stuff like that, and then we'll fine tune it and then get it on the dyno. Alright guys, so we got the Camaro on the dyno. Just did our second pull. So it's doing good. Let me focus. 503 wheel horsepower, 448 torque. We got to clean up the fuel some. Add a couple degrees of timing, and we're going to see what it does on the third pull. So we're loading the file right now, getting ready to do the third pull. All right, guys, so we just did that pull. We made 497, so we lost about 6 horsepower, so it did not like that. So we're gonna pull that degree back. We're gonna take that degree back out. So 503 is final number on 91. Now we're gonna dump some E85 in the tank and add some timing. So yeah, actually on the third pull, it made 478. It did not open the throttle body all the way. We had to make a change to the tune. On the fourth pull, made 487. So we're gonna take out 1 degree
and put some E85 in the tank and then see what it does on E. All right, guys, so final numbers on the 6th gen Camaro. This thing put down 542. So that's not bad for an NA Camaro. I think I mentioned on the previous video that we milled the heads. We actually did not mill the heads on this one. But yeah, pretty good numbers. These 6th gen Camaros, automatic, they baseline about 358 on my dyno. So that's not bad at all. Almost a 200 horsepower gain from stock with heads cam, bolt-ons, pretty good. All right, guys, 6th gen Camaro is done. It's pending pickup. So yeah, this thing runs really good. Just finished test driving it the second time. Let me fire it up so you guys can hear the idle. So the key is pink. It's a young lady's car. This thing sounds really good. It has a set of Borla mufflers. So if you guys like the video, you guys like the content, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, comment, like the video. If you want to see more videos like it. See you guys on the next one.